Hey folks, Post here. Welcome back to another Poem Master video, and today we got a special guest on the channel. We got the voice actress of Sabrina Lizzie Freeman with us today. You probably heard her elsewhere. She's been in a billion other stuff. She's Trish and JoJo. That's a big one, right? Lily and Dragala Lost, Thrasier in Fire Emblem Heroes, Cardinal and Storyline, and again, just a whole like list of different characters. So anyways, hey Lizzie, how have you been doing today?
Hi, I'm doing pretty well. Hope that you're doing good too.
Oh, I went to sleep a bit late. My fault. I've been binging a lot of Ip Man lately for no reason. um but yeah, so anyways, let's get into this. So um first of all, let's talk about like what's been going on in the world in general, like um the whole COVID-19 pandemic. It's been shaping a lot of folks' lives, lifestyles, how they work, and all that stuff. So I was wondering how much uh, does it change your work and others, works as a voice actress?
Oh man, it has changed it substantially. I had to upgrade a lot of my gear to be closer to broadcast studio quality. Um, I record in my closet now instead of at a studio,
Oh,
which, yeah, we do anime dubbing from in my closet, and it's just so bizarre.
really?
Yeah, we will work using a program called Source Connect and Skype simultaneously. They'll do the
Hmm.
picture on Skype and record me. The engineer will be able to record my audio on their equipment through Source Connect. So it's just been bizarre. I do look forward to being able to go back into the studios, but I believe I'm probably going to be working in my closet through the summer at least.
Oh, so I was wondering, like, does like with stuff like that, like, because a lot of like, voice acting and stuff, like, you kind of have to like go in real time with the material that we're working with. Like, is there like lag and stuff with that, or is that like an issue at all?
For remote recording,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely, it has been an issue. A lot of the
Yikes.
time when they preview the Japanese, it's not syncing up with the video, so I have
Mm-hmm.
to kind of more so rely on my ear when listening to the Japanese, and
Mm-hmm.
I'll whisper the English line to myself to get the timing. So,
Oh.
do you know much about how the dubbing process works?
Not too much.
Okay, so basically how it will work is they will preview the line you're about to do in Japanese, and
Mm-hmm.
your cue will be led up with three beeps. Beep, beep, beep.
Mm.
And where the fourth beep would be, that's where you start talking.
Okay.
So, yeah, you'll have your preview in Japanese with those beeps, and then they play the clip again, muted, with the beeps, and you do it in English.
Uh,
Yeah, so because of that, as you can imagine, with the Japanese preview out of sync, and then when they even play the silent preview, it's hard for me to trust the picture. So I just
oh.
kind of, yeah. Well, I mean, it still helps to look at it to see how big the character's mouth is and to see if I
Mm-hmm.
should follow any effort type noises and stuff. But it makes it more difficult for the actors and more so the engineers and stuff because our timing isn't as tight. We have to monitor our own audio levels, which usually the engineer is in control of that, but they can't be right now. So it's just a whole, it's a lot more complicated for everybody.
Yeah, I imagine. Yeah. A lot of folks, going to school and all that stuff. It's been everyone's trying to adapt to this I guess new normal, right? With it's and voice acting. I guess it's special in that way, right?
Mhm.
But hey, at least it's something that you could do remotely and doesn't actually require you to still go in booths, which is a bit safer, I guess. So.
It is funny
Mm-hmm.
that like my roommate, she was talking to her parents who were worried about her moving here because she wants to
Yeah.
pursue voiceover.
Mm-hmm.
And she was telling them, the voice actor in the household is the one with the most job security right now.
Yeah. But anyways, um, hats off to all the essential workers still, working out there. It's
Definitely.
definitely a really tough time. So, anyways, let's get into some master stuff. So, your cast is Sabrina. Probably, well, not probably, definitely my favorite character in Masters by far, personally.
Oh,
She's really powerful as well, right?
yeah.
I'm glad they made her really good. So, anyways, as for the process, I was wondering, how did you how the process work for you? How did you get cast as Sabrina's voice actress?
Well, I imagine there's probably just so many characters in this game, and
Mm-hmm.
I want to say this studio has probably used most of their active roster in the game already. So at this point, if or at least in my case, they were probably thinking along the lines of, okay, we have a very quick deadline. We need someone. We don't have time to audition for this character. They probably listened to my demos or thought of something I had recorded at this studio before and thought, we think Lizzie could be a good fit for that. And so I actually didn't audition for Sabrina. They cast me as her.
Oh,
Usually that's not the case. I will audition for things like Fire Emblem Heroes, Dragalia Lost. I auditioned for those characters. But in the case of Sabrina, they must have had a time crunch or something. I'm not entirely sure, but they auto cast me as the part.
oh, so I guess it wasn't like a thing, that they did at launch with like all the other characters. She's probably, I mean, she was added on into the game a bit later than
Hmm.
most characters. Okay. Oh, that's fascinating because I've heard like some other voice actors talk about like they've did it in like around like even some like the more like recently added characters like somewhere around like October last year or something, and like most
Yep,
of even like months before that. So okay.
it was around October for me. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I did hear like some of the more recently added ones were around October. Okay, that makes sense. So as for the character, how'd you sort of like get a grasp for the character? How did you have like any like references in terms of like the JP or like the anime? Because obviously on the game she doesn't really talk, but any other sources of how this worked?
Um, I tried not to copy anyone's
Mm-hmm.
performance too much. To prep for it, I rewatched the anime episodes with her,
Mm-hmm.
with Lisa Ortiz as Sabrina, just to get more of a feel for the character and to
Yeah.
kind of revisit her. But when I went into the session, we more so worked off of the Japanese audio. I do remember they wanted me to keep it a little more subtle than the Japanese did. So,
Mm-hmm.
we kind of crafted something unique for her, I want to say.
Yeah, yeah, it definitely feels different and quite unique. Like her character in Masters, it does seem like a bit different from what you'd probably see in the anime and the game. She is slightly more cheerful, right? In the scenes with Alyssa, she actually managed to smile, which is um, something that the folks didn't think she was capable of, which
Yeah.
is but yeah, it's really interesting that like how like a lot of these characters who generally don't have that much to go off of in the games. I mean, for the most part, like especially like gym leaders, right? Like in the Pokemon games, you just go in, you battle them, you get the badge, and then like they're just kind of there. But like they in Masters, they do add on to a lot of character to a lot of these units. So that was pretty nice. So, anyways,
Sure.
yeah. So as for the game, have you played Masters at all?
I've played a little bit here and there. I
Mm-hmm.
have not gotten Sabrina yet,
Oh,
unfortunately.
that's really
Ah,
unfortunate.
it's a very unique take on the Pokemon genre.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the right term, genre? But
Yeah,
it's
sure.
very different play style. But I have a lot of fun with it. I probably should play a little bit more. I've just been busy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the rates are tough. The rates are tough.
Yeah.
um, hopefully they'll have her some sort of a banner for her back again because I know a lot of people really want this extremely popular, super powerful, and she's
The
only yeah
psychic types always are a little bit OP, aren't they?
uh, definitely the best type. That's
Hmm.
just me, but yeah. So in terms of the game in general, like I mean, Pokemon, huge franchise, all that stuff. So I was wondering, like, if you were, to if you got like to actually like audition for any of these, um, like Mash's characters, who would you probably prefer to voice if
Like
you had your
ones
pick?
that don't already have a voice, does it matter?
The ones are already in or out. It doesn't matter. Just any Pokemon character, I guess.
Oh gosh, I mean, there's a whole lot.
There is a lot.
I would have loved to have played Misty. That would have been amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But her actress does a very good job.
Yeah.
Lily from Sun and Moon, I would also like that a
Mm-hmm.
lot. Ah, gosh, there's so many. I'm actually really happy with Sabrina. She was probably my favorite gym leader from the anime, so I was pretty
Uh-huh.
ecstatic about that.
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't know. I'm sure there's more that I'm just not thinking of. Oh man, like Dawn would have been fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. We'll leave it at that. Those would be fun.
Yeah. Definitely great ones. A lot of people are looking forward to Lilia. Very sort of popular character. And Sabrina is probably I would say probably one of the more popular gym leaders, right?
I think so,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, like she got her own like banner as like a gym leader because like usually, for like these banners, like, we put a lot of like either protagonists, like champions, like for whatever, but you don't have that many gym leaders with their own banners, and well, Sabrina got one, so that must mean something. So anyways, as for Pokemon, I'm sure you've probably played series before. Do you have any favorite I guess main series game that you've played?
When it comes to the main series games, I never really had handhelds growing up, so I didn't get a
Mm-hmm.
chance to play many of them.
Oh,
Honestly, my first main series game was Sun and Moon, which I'm
Sun
super
and Moon.
sad about. I would have loved to have played the other ones as they came
Mm-hmm.
out. I grew up playing Pokemon Stadium 2, Pokemon Snap, and I
Oh, Snap.
loved them. I would
Yeah.
probably Pokemon Stadium was my favorite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Stadium was great. I wonder why they don't do any more of those. Super popular as well, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, as for Pokemon, do you have like a favorite Pokemon?
I have a few. I really like
Mm-hmm.
Esper,
Esper. Uh-huh.
Alolan Vulpix, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be basic and say Eevee. I really like Eevee.
Eevee. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it's super popular,
But
and
Esper is a
yeah,
baby. I love
Esper's
Esper.
great. Esper's great. How about in terms of characters? Have any favorite Pokemon characters?
I really do like Lily. I liked her arc in
Mm-hmm.
the game, and I think she's just
Yes.
really adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I do. I like I said, Sabrina was probably my favorite gym leader in the anime, so I like her a lot. And Misty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lily. I think they did a phenomenal job with Lily's character in Sun and Moon. Like, I mean, Pokemon games they generally don't do it's not like really like story heavy and stuff, but like they
Hmm.
really did something with Lily there, and that was a great one.
Oh, and Marnie.
Mm-hmm.
I love Marnie. She's
Marnie?
adorable. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Marnie's great. Marnie's great. Um, more Pekka is awesome. Like Marnie and more like I like when Marnie like first came out, I did not expect her to be how she turned out to be. She's definitely a huge surprise for me and a great one as well.
Did you get to see her little bonus scene?
Uh,
I don't want to
which
talk too much about it in case people haven't seen it, but it's adorable if you have not seen it yet.
I may or may not have seen it.
I loved it.
Yeah. So, anyways, I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing since the quarantine. Not because of the quarantine per se, because like honestly, like my life hasn't been much different before and after the quarantine. It's just like everyone. I guess the reason why been playing a lot of that is because like everyone else is playing it,
Hmm.
and a lot of people like I'm not crediting like the whole success of New Horizons to like the whole quarantine thing, but it has something to do with it, and all my friends are playing it, and I thought, oh, I'll get it. It's my first Animal Crossing game, and it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal, and I've saw on Twitter you've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing as well,
Yeah.
as probably most folks have been. So one of my favorite things to do in Animal Crossing is just hunt for villagers. It's it's I guess it's that kind of like a gacha game like addiction, just like it's kind of like summoning. Um,
A little bit.
in a sense, using Nick Melodic trying to get villagers. But I recently screwed up big time. Um, I had a vacancy. A villager moved out that I didn't really like, but and I think I spent like around like 100 tickets trying to like hunt for like another one of my favorite tickets. I was going for either like something like Anka, Judah, or whatever. And then I ended up with like nothing, so it's
Oh
like
no.
5 hours, 100 or so tickets. But anyways, in terms of villagers, which villagers do you like?
Oh man. Okay. I really, really like Ruby. She's a little
Mm-hmm.
white bunny rabbit with red
Yep,
eyes.
yep, yep.
I like Mary because she's basically my villager doppelganger.
Okay.
She's a little cat with bangs.
Mm-hmm.
She's cute. I like Punchy. He's also a cat, a black and white cat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, villagers. I mean, okay, again, I'm basic. I like Raymond. I don't care what people say.
Okay.
I would love to
Okay.
have him on
Fair.
my island. I love most of the cat villagers, if, we're gonna be honest. I'm a
Yeah.
cat person.
Mm-hmm.
Tia, I really hope we get the Sanrio villagers back, because I love
Mm-hmm.
Etoile. She's a sheep that's all like pastel, and she has little like sprinkles on her and a star headband, and she's so cute.
Oh, should probably search that up.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I really like Mary. She might be my favorite.
Mm. All right. Yeah. Ruby's a great one.
Oh, she's so cute.
Yeah. I don't think I've came across her yet, unfortunately. But yeah, I definitely do think like I'm not like a huge cat person, but like the cat villages are definitely like top tier. Like I really like alligators, but like the alligators in the game aren't like that great in terms of design and stuff. But yeah, the cat ones are definitely and that's coming from me. Like not a huge cat person. The cat villagers are definitely great.
They're
So
so cute.
yeah. Oh, anyways. Oh, one more thing before we go. So like I made the mistake as a as a not as a like not a professional voice actor. I made the mistake of trying to read the whole Poem Master's story in a live stream the other day, and I got to like about chapter 11, and then my voice just like gone.
Oh no!
I didn't know it was that much stuff to read, and I was like, yeah, I like gave up halfway.
How
But
long were you reading for?
huh?
Like in time span, how long were you reading for?
Let me find it. I probably uploaded somewhere. Let's see. It was around a bit under 3 hours, I guess.
Oh gosh,
I
okay.
guess it's like not that bad, like in terms of what you guys would probably do. But as a person who doesn't really do this, it is yeah probably not a good idea. But yeah, I was wondering is there like any like tips for like amateurs to for just reading stuff for a long period of time, to not like get like extremely tired.
Well, you should do vocal warm-ups beforehand. Look up
Mm-hmm.
any basic singing vocal warm-ups, and they should help you get your voice kind of get those muscles relaxed and good to
Mm-hmm.
go. Um, Also, don't project too loud. Don't force it out of your throat.
Oh god, I do that
Keep
a
it.
lot.
Yeah, because that's gonna kill your vocal cords pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
If you know much about singing technique, using the support from your diaphragm will help you prevent using your throat too much. Um, and just if you practice reading out loud when you can to help you figure out how to cold read and be better at that so you're not stumbling all over.
All right. What's cold read, man?
Oh, sorry. Cold read is when you read something out loud without any preparation.
Okay, okay. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
like a lot of the
Mm-hmm.
time, most of the time we don't get our scripts ahead of time, and we walk in and there it is, and we have to
Right.
read it out loud on the spot.
Okay. Okay. Well, hopefully, hopefully I don't make this mistake cold reading the story in next time. But yeah, anyways, Lizzie, thanks for your time. That's probably all I got for today. Oh, you know what? One last question before we go. Do you have psychic powers?
Do I have psychic powers? I have psychic powers. Oh gosh. You know what? I think I have psychic powers with my cats because I feel like I can communicate with them. Like I just
Uh,
understand what they're thinking. I don't know.
all right. Anyways, that was fun. Again, thank you, Lizzie, for coming on.
Of
It's
course.
been great talking to you. Again, my absolute favorite character in Masters. But yeah, anyways, where could folks find you and follow your work?
They can find me on Twitter at Lizzie R. Freeman and Instagram at Lizzie_Freeman_VA and on Facebook, Lizzie Freeman voice actress. Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, if you guys want to check those out, I will have those linked in the description. Again, thank you for coming on, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one then.
Thank you so much.
All right.